morning, good morning, good morning. Just did my pre-trip. Bright out here. I'm at Little America in Wyoming. I've been here since last night. Basically pulled in with an hour left. About 7:30 last night. But before I went to sleep, I looked at the report, the road conditions, and they're talking about they closed it. They closed it from exit 235 to 290. They just opened it. Just got notified. Looked at the website. What it says. Let's check it out. Slick with dangerous blowing snow, extreme blowover risk, closed to light high-profile vehicles, gusts up to 70. Well, we're going. I've got to make a load. I'm gonna be cautious, of course. But all the trucks left. I kind of fell asleep, took a nap, and I'm gonna go get some fuel. The difference of fuel here is only 4 cents between here and Flying J, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna pack our tanks, and we're gonna go. I'm gonna get into Nebraska, and then I can chill out because then I got all day Friday to get through Nebraska and Iowa. It is 9 o'clock. 10 to 9, local standard time, local time. We're gonna go. Even though I checked, I like to do a tug. Okay, we're good. So let's go get some fuel, and we'll keep you posted. Big H is out. Big H is back. Going through Rawlings, Wyoming. Absolutely beautiful day. But what we got here is snow-covered right lane. Which is about 2 inches on the ground there. And I don't know why you don't bring a plow back to push it all back. I think if I was someone of importance to make decisions on for the DOT, I'd try to get a snow fence up there so this way this lane's not impassable. This is where the drifting snow comes into play. This is where it was really bad here this morning. They actually had the road closed because of this. The high winds, of course. Low winds, it's not going to do it. This only happens with high winds. So, we take precautions and we drive in the right lane. It's an absolutely beautiful day here. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, we're just right in the left lane. We're doing 60 miles, 62 miles an hour. That's what we do. Always look out. Again, there's no reason to be in that lane. That's just going to add possibilities of having a mishap. So you always want to bring down the possibilities. This lane is dry. We stay in it. If somebody's rambunctious and want to go around me, that's on them. I'll get over as soon as I feel it's safe to get over. And right now, it ain't safe to get over. Sorry. But this is the fun of driving through Wyoming in the winter. Even though it's spring, is what 65-mile-an-hour winds look like. You can see it's blowing across. I can barely. Shouldn't say that. It's windy. I can say that. Especially coming over the ridge. Just went over Elk Mountain. She is blowing about 60. And again, thank God I'm heavy. Otherwise, they said there's a signs. Light, high-profile vehicles closed. And that's for you as a person to make that decision. They don't tell you like what exact weight that is. But all I can tell you, I would recommend not go over those ridges when they have that posted. No less than 30,000 pounds in the box. Anything under 30,000, even 32, just to be even safer, you got to shut it down. Otherwise, you're going to topple. Winds are furious back there. I mean, ridiculous. So keep that in mind. Anybody's coming into the business. You go over the Elk Mountains, the sisters. You're lighter than 30,000 pounds and you're getting these messages for 50 miles. You better find a place to shut it down until the winds die down. You ain't gonna make it. Not to scare you, just to warn you. Peace out. There it is, Elk Mountain. Boom. I'm over the worst part of it. Hoping you can see that. How the snow is blowing over the road. Crazy out here, folks. It is absolutely nuts right now. Winds are about 50, 45 sustained. And I don't know if it's going to pick it up. But it's howling. And that snow is just blowing across the street. And this is probably one of the reasons why I timed it the way I did, or it worked out. Drive Wyoming during the day. I was just thinking about how insane going through the night through this state would have been in the last 24 hours. It was just snow everywhere. And there's a reason why they shut it down. This is the part that they shut down. From exit 235 to 302. Due to the high winds and snow coming across them, snow blown, roads being filled up with snow blowing across. But these are all the things that you need to think about when you're coming through a state like Wyoming and going out west. It's pre-planning. It's thinking about, because you hear the stories of how nasty Wyoming is, and it is really the most brutal state I've ever driven through. Winter, spring, summer, brutal. It's like we're in a different area of the world. We're in between two mountain ranges, and it's just brutal. So, folks, the new ones, if you see this video in a week or you see this in 5 years, because if you're an OTR, you're going to eventually go through Wyoming. Now, I've been lucky because I've been able to avoid going through Wyoming. Like I went 70 a couple of times just to avoid the snowstorms and the winds in Wyoming. Or I went up to 90 to avoid the snow and the wind in Wyoming. This time, I really didn't have a choice. South of me was absolutely getting blasted. Denver was getting blasted with snow. Vail Pass was expecting over 20 inches of snow in the next 24 hours. I could have went up to I-90, but I was really so far down on 84 that I would have to have gone almost 200 miles to get up to Montana. So that adds another 5 hours on my trip. Then to go straight up and cut over. But sometimes you need to make those decisions. You know, sometimes you need to go well out of your way not to sit in Wyoming for 1 or 2 days. Because it's happened. It's never happened to me, but it's happened to other people. You know, you're sitting down, so you blow over. Crosswinds 60 plus miles an hour. You're sitting in Wyoming for 2 days waiting for the roads to clear out, or there's an 80-car pileup. So that's that. Think about it, folks. Hopefully, it's a learning moment, something you can learn from. I'm trying to be as upfront and real as I possibly can about going through the state in the wintertime, especially the winter. Look at the forecasts, for a couple of days out, see what you're coming up against. And this winter is absolutely the worst winter that I've ever driven in. No matter where you're going, you're getting weather. Hoping that you guys can see the snow blowing across the roadways here. This guy's really heavy. Can't move. I just hope to get more and more good BigH is back. The day is done. The drive. I got worried there for a second. The drive to Wyoming absolutely wiped me out. It's 4 o'clock local time. Drove. I still got 3 hours left on my clock, but I'm done. I've got 830 miles left to go to my 90 Saturday. Anytime Saturday before 3 o'clock. It's a dropping hook on my end. So, yeah, we're just gonna get the 10-hour break in. And then we're going to get rolling early in the morning. So I can technically leave about 2 a.m. I'm in Nebraska, so it's nice and flat as a pancake. So I can definitely get, 600 plus in tomorrow. So that's the plan. I kind of like to run a little longer, but the problem is I'm in Nebraska, and there's nothing in between here and like North Platte's too far for me. So like I said, we're gonna shut her down, get the break in, get a shower, and be able to leave nice and early in the morning. That's the plan. BigH. Yeah, Wyoming kind of kicked my ass a little bit. Winds were whipping pretty horribly. Hoping there's something up here. is. All right, so we're gonna chill out right here. That's what we're doing, folks. So I appreciate you taking a ride along. Ride along with BigH Trucking. And we'll get these videos out to you as soon as they can come into some good reception. Because right now, I don't have a good reception. So we can't upload. Folks, appreciate you, brother. I'm not really fond of Taco John. Gonna be doing Taco John. I'm gonna take a look back there because I don't have any idea how far back I am. Mutual of Omaha. Mutual of Omaha. Plenty of room, plenty of room. Plenty of room. Yeah, BigH is gonna call it a day. We are 3:40 local time. 10 hours. We'll be able to leave at 10 hours. Let me see here. 3:40. So I can leave at approximately 1:40. Which I want to do. This way again, I get to drive the night. I roughly got 400 left of Nebraska. My plan is to get to Iowa 80. That's my plan. Iowa 80. Hunker down there. The plan is to do 600 plus tomorrow, or whatever it is. I believe it's like 630, which I can do because again it's Nebraska. Wide open, 65 all the way. Probably stop in Omaha to get some fuel. That's what we plan to do. And keep rolling. All right, Big H is out. Have a good night. Drive safe.